Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Kaga. So today is a bit of a special video for you all. Today's video is all about the Wickes. That's right, the Tier 3 United States Navy destroyer. Now, I know everyone is always talking about the Imperial Japanese destroyers, or if they have it, the Gramiaschi. And now with the upcoming release of the new Russian/Soviet destroyer line to World of Warships, I'm certain that people will be thinking, well, maybe there's not much incentive to go up the US destroyer line. Well, I think this is one Wickes you didn't want to mess with his dog about. So let's go find out what has this Wickes so angry. So we're going to start off this match by going down to the little destroyer knife fighting area in Big Race, because everyone loves to knife fight in their destroyers, especially those with short range torpedoes and those who are traditionally all about the guns. I'm not really going to use those guns. The guns are overrated. Nah, I'm going to use them. I'm just teasing with you a little bit. But we're going to start off this pretty normal here. What the? Oh, hello there, Mr. Destroyer. Looks like we need to change the lead just a bit. Pop, 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 pop. Nope, not quite enough. Right now we're going to turn off just a little bit here because I know he's coming. I expect something to become streaming down the aisleway here in the form of torpedoes. So, there's a smoke screen there. Where'd he go? Oh, hello. Up, 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 up. And there's one destroyer. Boom! Oh, that's a fair bit of medals, achievements, and whatnot. So we take a hit to the engine, we get set on fire, we put that out, get the engine back up with the damage control abilities, and promptly steam around the other way. I don't fancy fighting too many knife fights in a row, at least in front of enemy battleships and whatnot. But that doesn't mean we're not going to send some shots at him in edgewise. And that's when we sit there going, I got destroyers to my left, destroyers to my right. I throw down a set of torpedoes. I don't care if they're going to hit. I just need to break that other guy's path of travel. It looks like either this Isokaze or maybe it's a Watatake got himself beached. Well, I'll make use of his stupidity. So we're going to pepper him with fire. I'm not quite really wanting to commit to using the torpedoes just yet. So let's gun him down, and we do just that. And that's demonstrating one of the very useful things you can do with your US destroyers is to know when to use your guns and when to use the torpedoes. And we just so happen to throw some back torpedoes up there to again break that other destroyer's path of travel. We get our engine knocked out. Unfortunately, not the repair, but the damage control is on cooldown. But we throw down a set of torpedoes, and one of them clips the enemy. Using the forward momentum, we're able to steer the ship, and just barely surviving by the very skin of our teeth and the last of our HP, escape that encounter. Oh dear God. So, enemy battleships, I have to ask you the question, can you catch that Pigeon? So, the more observant of you have probably noticed that I'd kicked on my speed boost, and I'd done this for one principal reason. I wanted to change the pace of the engagement right there at the end, and I felt that having that little extra speed would do it. So rather than wait a little bit longer for our engines to repair themselves, we just go ahead and use the damage control abilities, get ourselves back up and moving so that enemy battleship doesn't steam around that corner and make us visible right at the most inconvenient time. So we're going to now put this island between us and them and make use of one of the most classic US Navy destroyer tactics in World of Warships, and that is to make use of the terrain to mask your approach so you can deliver your torpedoes. So right now we come up to the edge of this island, trying not to beach ourselves, slow down, time our attack just so. And the proper timing for this attack is when that enemy battleship is as close as possible. To buy us some extra time, we deploy the smokescreen and move ahead at half speed. Will be intermittently detected, but he will not have a stable bit on target, and as is evident by the path of his gun arcs, he has all of his turrets pointing away, so we go ahead, we lob those torpedoes out, make a hard turn away from him, and watch as 1, 2 torpedoes from that clutch hit. Fire another set there. Now we're going to make use of that smoke screen we deployed earlier and shoot straight through it, because we can do that with smoke screens once they're set. And now the true glory of this is that he's probably going to sit back and go torpedo alarm, and probably didn't even see the ones coming straight ahead because of that smoke screen. Oh, it's so devious, isn't it? But this little strategy has left us short on our speed boost, our smoke screen. Our torpedoes are down except for one tube, and we're on low health. So it means that we're going to have to be a little more creative or cautious for a little bit here. But we're going to steam back into this knife fighting alley of death, because there is a big stupid battleship in there. And we're going to make use of this smoke screen again to mask our approach. And then once we're out of the clear of this, we will pass behind that island, and hopefully all goes according to plan. The next time that battleship will see us is when there's a face full of torpedoes coming into his broadside when we come back around the far side of that second island. So we slow down, try to buy us some time, but as you're about to see, I think we made a small misplay as to when we started up the engines again, because obviously he's not moving very quickly, and we were able to get in a little bit more of shells. But that being said, those shells were very important in this case. They set him on fire, and he's clearly not burning anymore, so he must have used his damage control ability. So any damage we start doing to him now in terms of like flooding will be persistent. So we put in that big load of torpedoes straight to the face. We knock out his engine. We get him starting to flood. And he disappears. And we're sunk by his, I think it was his secondaries that got us. Not that it matters. And as we watch this lonely, sad Wickes, oh, high caliber. Yep, he's still flooding. Wait for the inevitable. Wait for it. Oh, it's very sad, isn't it? Watch the death of a battleship. Glub, glub, glub. Yes, it was but a flesh wound, and not a single one got past that bend. I guess they caught the Pigeon at the end, but it cost them the war. It's a sad day, right? Ordinarily, I would go ahead and just cut straight to the damage results screens, the experience screens, but there's only one enemy battleship left, and it'd be, well, you all want to see some more carnage, even though it would have been nice to have gotten that 6th one. Meh, we'll have to settle for 5, but we're all winners at heart, and I don't suspect that that battleship will last too much longer, huh? He's surrounded. Oh, there's a broadside. Beep, 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 beep. Ah, not quite. Oh, maybe the next contender. Ooh. He's a little more healthy than we thought, but maybe some magical citadels will fix that, or maybe some torpedoes. We shall see. Oh, there's a destroyer stepping into the ring. Oh, that's it. He's done. That battleship is done. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Oh, we only got one clutch off. Fix him. Fix him. There we go. And that was a good match. You know, 206,000 credits in a tier 3 match, a 3,000 experience, 5 ships sunk. Oh, yeah, that's a good day's work. That is a good day's work. I don't care what ship that is, but at a tier 3, that is a good day's work. No surprise, top of the team lists, I'm pretty certain in everything, because we have 5 kills, almost 2,000 base experience, and we got that high caliber, if you recall, from watching that guy flood. Oh, isn't it glorious to know that you're on top in everything? And it's in a Wicks, too. A Wicks! It shouldn't do that. At least if you stick to the all guns approach of United States destroyers and most people's perceptions of them, it won't do that. But as you can see, we did chalk up a fairly decent damage total alongside our kills. Well, I hope this was a little bit of an entertaining or enlightening video for you all. If you happen to like it, please consider giving it a like down below. If this video or other content on the channel is something of interest to you, please consider subscribing. I plan to be putting up some more World of Warships content in the coming days. Please look forward to that. So thank you for having bared with me for about 13 minutes. Thank you, and good day.